Today in Forsaken, they added the 2v16 game mode, where it's legitimately doubled the game. It's just double the game. You get 2 killers and 16 other survivors, if it's a full server. If not, you're screwed. There's no way. This is where you lose at LMS, where survivors actually don't get a chance this time, where usually LMS games are just complete other garbage, and you just completely get screwed over as a killer. But if there's 2 killers, you're screwed. You're actually screwed. It's mostly killer sided, which is honestly deserved, because the game is completely survivor sided at this point. It kind of needs a new game mode because it's really boring. Forsaken has gotten so boring, and hopefully in the upcoming update they will add a proper server list instead of just random joins. Hopefully, we'll see. They did it in Bye Bye Night. Hopefully they do it in Forsaken as well. But speaking of the 2v16 game mode, do I think it's fun? Absolutely. It's fucking great. It's really fun. Like 2 killers, you get to experience killing more people, and then survivors. It's just like, yeah, man, just try to work together. That's great. Do I think it's balanced? I don't know yet. I have no idea. They scaled everything from killing survivors, and from killing survivors to trying to survive as long as possible, because they legitimately doubled the strength of the killers because there's so many of them. Now, when do I say why it's fun? Of course, again, it's really cool for 2 killers and 16 survivors. Like, what can you do? You can do duo combos with killers. You could have multiple survivor team combos. You could do 16 taps if they're coordinated. If it's completely coordinated with 16 other people and 2 coordinated killers, the survivors would win regardless. I'm saying that now. If you guys are really coordinated and you know what you're doing, let's say competitive mode. You're in comp mode. Competitive players in Forsaken and versus competitive players with killer. The survivors would win nonetheless. That's how you know how survivor-sided it is when it comes to 16 people. If it's on a private server, or actually, if it's on a public server, you're just screwed. I'm telling you now, you're just completely screwed. Either you try to work together in order to survive, or the killers are just really bad at the game. That's legitimately the gist of it. A, they're bad. A, the killers are bad, or B, the survivors are bad. If they're equally bad, the killers would win regardless, even though if they're bad. It's like in between. If survivors are really good and the killers are really bad, the survivors are gonna win. In a public server. If the killers are good, you're fucked regardless, because there's just no way. It's a public server. You don't really get any comms than that, even though if you're good. If you get a good team but you're not communicating, then hats off to the killers, because they're gonna win regardless. However, if you're in a coordinated 16-man team, you're screwed. The killers are screwed. They're gonna win. The survivors are gonna win. It's just impossible. Highly doubt that they're gonna win. There is a couple of bugs that happened during the update or during the testing. Example, the freaking LMS. The LMS legitimately was just bright red. You could not see anything at all. It is horrid. It is terrible. I don't know. They're gonna fix that, but Jesus Christ, if you play this right now, it is horrible. It is genuine horrid. Like from the hours in the update, it was just bright red. You could not see crap. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just your normal average game of Forsaken, where it's literally like 16 survivors, 2 killers, just twice the game. That's it. And oh yeah, forgot to mention the generators. The generators are literally impossible to complete. It is possible to complete. They decided to balance it a little bit and make it look impossible. It's basically double the size. So if you try it, you might need 3 people. Yep, 3 people to complete it. Maybe like 3 survivalists. Mhm. If I recommend you a good team, it could be 3 survivalists, a bunch of supports, and sentinels. That's all I'm gonna give you. Why 3? Specifically 3? Mainly because of the generators. They're gonna need some good gen teams for this, because it is really hard. It takes a while. It's not impossible, but it takes a while. That's why nobody does it, because it's double the size. So no one would do it, because they're trying to make it so it actually looks fun to play with. You don't just have to do gens all the time. But if you really want like a good competitive team, my recommendation: 3 survivalists and a bunch of supports and sentinels. If you want, you could do a full support team. I'm serious. A full support team could win you the game. You just spread out, place as much traps as possible, place as much sentries as possible, and then feed pizza. You would win. Honest to God, you would win. I'm not joking. You could body block. You could do whatever bullshit you could do, and it will work. You would. The survivors would win regardless. It's insane. Problem is, it's really difficult to body block because you're gonna get really low really quick. So take it with a bit of salt. It's a risk, but will it be worth it? If you want your team to win, with you sacrificing yourself, then yes, it's completely possible. But you're just not winning, they're winning. Technically, the survivors would win, but it will only give you a couple of survivors left. So I don't really think anybody wants that, or the public wants that, so they're just gonna try and survive as much as possible. Yeah, that's pretty much the thing. Feedback, nothing. I honestly think this is a really good game mode. If they wanted to add something like this, feel free, bro. The game is really boring as we speak. It is complete dry. It sucks. It's the same thing over and over again. It's not fun. It's just repeats. It's just it's just an infinite game loop. So yeah, this is a really good change. But to be honest with you though, if I'm being real, this would probably last about a week and it will die. Yeah. Unfortunate, because it's stuck in the game mode. New players and other players won't even recognize it. You would have to go to the server list and then click the 2v16 button. So, would I really think this will be popularized and will last a while? Yeah, for a week. That's usually where a bunch of interest die down. A week, then it's just over. It's just over. Hopefully you can have as much fun for a week for that, but yeah, that's pretty much it. You're really not gonna get anywhere because it will only last about a week. I don't really think there's much to commentate about it. The game mode's fun. They should add it. Absolutely. Do whatever the hell you want. I don't care. It's a really good game mode though.